Oh, good morning to all. Let's make sure we come off the house. Oh, we're not on it. All right, cool. So, good morning to you whenever and wherever you may be. Good afternoon, good night. Today is Monday. What is this? The 7th of September. 7th of September. And today is Labor Day. It's a day normally that I would have off, which I do for my normal job. However, I am going out to go try to finish up this second big project that I got working on. And I'm really, really inspired. I'm very inspired and optimistic about the future. I must say that it is starting to get chilly. Okay, it's starting to get chilly here in Virginia. So every morning we've gotten up for the last 2 or 3 days, it has been a noticeable difference in temperature. Noticeable difference in temperature. Good morning, Tara. How are you? Yeah, it's very noticeable to the point where it's like, oh, I see I'm about to start wearing jeans in the morning instead of wearing these shorts because my legs is getting chilly. So, I was going to do a history on Labor Day and all that kind of stuff, but we're not going to do all that. We're just going to talk this morning, if we talk long at all. I don't even know how long we're going to talk. I didn't come in yesterday because normally y'all don't see me on Sundays. And of course, you know, we had church yesterday morning. Then after church, I went over here to I had Jennifer actually dropped me off at the house. We got a lot accomplished. So the intruder is back. I actually hired him back on Friday. No, it was Saturday. So he came and worked with me Saturday. He's got a new attitude. I mean, this dude is, yes, we noticed how chilly it is this morning. My husband went to work. Yes, Jennifer told me yesterday how chilly it was. Now when I sat, I was like, ooh, it's chilly. So yeah, it's gonna be sweater weather and windbreaker weather here very, very shortly, probably in the next couple weeks. Light jackets, long sleeves, jeans definitely for me. And especially if I start a fast, then I already know I'm gonna be cold as crap, because even in the summertime, if I start a water fast, my core temperature just drops. Everything drops when you're on fast. Your blood pressure, your core temperature, everything. Normally I run about 96.2. Here lately I've been running like 97.7, 97.5. So I'm about a temperature higher than what my normal is. Thank goodness, laugh out loud. What you thanking goodness for? The cool? Yeah, I'm not looking for the winter. I think it's going to be a cold winter this year. And I like it when it's warm anyway, because Jennifer walks around the house with little shorts on and stuff, and I just like that kind of stuff, of course. Yeah, I'm very, very optimistic about the future. Jennifer and I talked about some things this weekend, and I'm at peace. I'm at ease with some of the things that we see might be coming, and I'm very optimistic about what the future looks like in other areas. And I'm looking forward to 2021 getting here, because 2021 is probably going to be the year that we can look back and say, oh, that's when everything, well, 2020 definitely is going to be the year that we, what are you saying? He is my mortal enemy. So 2020 is definitely the year that everybody's going to look back and be like, oh my God, life changed then. But for us, I think we'll look back at 2021 and be like, that's when everything came together. And I see it all setting up now, latter part of 2020, and all the hard work that we've done for the last 5 to 7 years is starting to come together to a what's the best way, to a crucial point where, of course, it can tip and fall over, or you know, we can keep blasting off. So looking very forward to 2021. Looking very forward to the rest of what 2020 has to offer. And I just believe the opportunities are always around. You just gotta find them. You gotta find that small window of opportunity because it doesn't stay open long, and it doesn't, and it's not always there. Well, it's always there. You just gotta find it. Somebody bought that house quick. Excuse me, y'all. So, what are you guys up to? Have you stocked up enough? Have you stored up enough? Have you prepped enough? Have you chopped enough wood for the winter? Because the winter is here, y'all. The winter is here. Leaves haven't even started changing colors yet. But as soon as quote unquote fall is here, it'll be snow on the ground. Just the way it is. We didn't get a whole bunch of snow last year, so we'll probably have a really rough winter this year. And I'll probably be doing lives and bundled up like crazy. I don't like being cold. I don't mind being warm and hot. But I do not like being cold, y'all, because when I was in the Navy, I used to stand watch, and I'd be out on those gates with those firearms and all that and my feet would be so cold. I'm talking about, sometimes I couldn't even feel my toes, I'd be so cold. And of course, when you're standing out there, you got those boots on, and I'm always a sweaty person, so my feet sweat like crazy, and then they would get extra cold because they would get hot, then they would sweat, then they would cool off, and then they'd just be icy. So by the time I get off shift and get off work, my feet are just cold, ice cold. But y'all don't need to hear all that. Oh goodness. Ah man, how long does it take to get here? 7 minutes to get to this point. This is crazy. So I need some fuel this morning. And I think that there's a shell over here. Let's see if I can get to the app. While I have you. Oh, Planet Fitness is back open. That's cool. And I'm gonna tell you another thing I like being out on holidays. I like being out on holidays because there's no traffic. It's not anybody around competing with the roads. I may turn y'all a little bit. I'm sorry if I do. I love holidays. Love them, love them, love them. Check in when you arrive. All right, sir. I see you. I'm not going to run into you. I don't know if I'm sideways or not to y'all. I have no earthly idea. Alright, so check in there. Boom. Alright, cool. Let's get this petrol real quick. I'm just gonna do a little bit. I'm not gonna fill up today. Maybe $10. Maybe if that. Sorry about the beeping. Yes, I want a receipt. Of course the clerk has my receipt because Nobody ever has receipt paper in the mess. I don't understand why. Okay. $9.33 worth, that's all. No mail or packages. Everything is closed. Traffic is a nightmare. Beaches are packed. No holiday for me. Thank you. Hee hee. Excuse me. I despise holidays except a few like Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Yeah, I feel kind of the same way, Tara. Holidays are always overrated. They're so commercialized. They're overrated. It's almost like, I don't even know. It's too much. It's much too much. And Truder told me he'd be at work at 7 o'clock this morning. I doubt it. He's never on time. But when he shows up, he does work. That's one thing I can say about the fella. 4 o'clock this morning, I was gonna come over here early. And I laid down, I was like, I kept telling Jennifer, I was like, I just don't feel like it today. She was like, well, don't go. I was like, no, I'm trying to finish this thing today. And I really literally only have about 5 hours worth of work. Me personally, and Truder's got about, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours. But if he gets in here and he knocks it out, if I tell him I'm paying for a full day, he'll be in here like 2 or 3 hours, boom, out. So, but I owe him 4 hours for yesterday, and it's all good. I will give him an incentive though, especially since it's a holiday and I want to leave. I always want to leave the project though. I don't ever want to be at a project all day, all night. Now I do it, but I do it so I can stay on target, stay on track. Because I want to be able to call my realtor tomorrow and be like, okay, I'm done. And she'd be like, oh my God, are you serious? Yeah, I'm done. Pay me. That's the way I like doing things. It's a nice boat. I've been on these boat things like crazy. I just been boat. But the more I research boats, the more I find out how much work it is. I'm like, God, and it don't matter if it's a little small boat or it's a big old huge boat. And now I understand, and I didn't understand it when I was in the Navy, but I truly understand now why we cleaned the ship. 3 times a day? It was definitely 2 times a day. I want to say we cleaned 3 times a day. Now I truly understand, because a boat stays dirty. It stays filthy. And you would think if you just out in the water, where would all the dirt come from? But I guess it just, I don't know, it just is in there. But the more I research this boat stuff, and the more YouTube videos I watch on boats. Now, I still want one, don't get me wrong. But I think, for me, I don't know, I've been looking at these little things too, because they got these, everything is always expensive. They have these little memberships around here where you can become a member of whatever club, and then, you can just go rent your boat whenever you want it and take it out for a day or 2 or whatever, and then come back, and then you don't have to worry about the maintenance, you don't have to worry about the cleaning and all that kind of stuff. But it's expensive. It's very expensive too. And then Jennifer and I was sitting watching TV last night, and I didn't want to watch TV anymore, because I found this new show called, I don't know, anyway, I can't remember, Below Zero or something like that. And it's all these families and people who live like close to the Arctic Circle. And I just think they have such an interesting life. It's not for me, of course, because I don't like the cold. But I just think they have such an interesting life. And we found that show this weekend. But yesterday evening, we were just sitting chilling. That's after I left the project house and came home. And we just sitting chilling out and everything. couldn't find anything really on TV I wanted to watch. And I turned on, of course, I turned on YouTube, and we watched sailing video, like, you know, boat videos for like 2 hours, to the point where Jennifer's like, I'm tired of boat videos. I'm going to do something else. So I was like, if you're sleepy, let's go to bed. She was like, no, I just don't want to watch no more boat videos. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to bed. So I went to bed. It was like 9:45, 10 o'clock. I've been going to bed. I mean, ever since I've been doing these projects, I've been going, because you got to understand, I've been working my regular job, and fortunately at the church, you know, I'm only going up there Thursdays, Sundays. So all my extra time and all my other time, I've been, you know, working these projects. And gosh, I didn't realize how tired I was. So once I get finished with this one, I'm gonna take a little break. I got another little small project I gotta do. I'm gonna do that one by myself. And I may even do it later on this afternoon, depending on how fast we finish over here today. I may just go ahead and do that one. Then I get paid on that one too. So your boy is always trying to get this currency, y'all. Oh, come on. Why is the bridge up? It's like 4 cars out here. I'm one of them, and they about to raise the bridge. Throw up on me. It's all good though. So what's the next holiday? I think the next holiday, I think there's a huge gap between Labor Day and Thanksgiving. I don't think there's anything in between Labor Day and Thanksgiving, is it? And tomorrow I get the emergency phone back. So for the next 2 weeks I'm gonna be on call. So I'll be finishing up this project right on time, because I'm gonna get the emergency phone. So and I plan these projects around that emergency phone, because I could get that phone and it could be, you know, ringing every day, or I could get it can only ring like 2 or 3 times. I've seen it where it only rang like 3 times in 2 weeks, which is abnormal. Happy Veterans Day. When is that? Hey, Gene. I thought today was Labor Day. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. I am a veteran. So, what you guys got planned today? Are y'all doing cookouts? Or y'all just chilling at the house? What are y'all doing? Let me know. Let me know. And look, here I am. I'm on top of a drawbridge, and the folks that are underneath me doing what I want to do. I'm dealing with a bunch of crap in a game I play. What game is it? I just downloaded this crazy game. I'm not even gonna tell y'all what it is. I don't even want y'all getting hooked on it. Veterans Day. Oh, November 11th. Really? God, I didn't realize that. We don't get it off, so you know, that's not one that's on my radar. One of our allies attacked my alliance, and now we're about to be at war. What are you playing, Call of Duty? Wait a minute, you said one of your allies? One of our allies attacked my alliance. Huh, that's in a state of survival. It's a mobile war game. That sounds cool. A state of survival. I am doing stuff around the house. I love war games, but because I don't have a whole bunch of time, I can't. There's a tugboat right there. I don't know if y'all sure you have, but you might have never seen one in real life. So there's a tugboat right there. Let's see if I can get a zoom in. There you guys go. Tuggy. Which I don't really know why. I don't understand why they had to draw the bridge. I guess because the antenna on top maybe it's tall. It's a zombie survival war game. Really fun. I wish you would play and join my alliance. Terry, you know that's not going to happen. I'm just not going to do it. I would love to, but I can't do it. I can't justify that right now. Not right this minute. Now, a few more things happen in life. Oh, I'm going to have plenty of time to do nothing. Just not right now. I would love to, though. Oh, God, I would love nothing more than to sit around and just play games all day. Jeez. Because, Lord, no. That's another thing Jennifer and I did on Saturday. I just wanted to do something different. I said, let's play Mario. And I thought we was gonna be able to play like the old school Mario. Columbus Day. Oh, don't even get me started on Columbus. Oh my God. I wish we would play. Okay. It does take a bit of time. I spend about 2 hours a day. Oh my God. That's why we haven't been seeing you on the channel. You taking the 2 hours you're supposed to on the channel on the war game. Just joking. Yeah, I don't have an extra 2 hours a day. Not the play. I can't just right now. I really can't. Oh my God. I wish I did though. I got little games. I got one shipping game that I play. I spend maybe like 10 minutes a day on it. I send my boats out and they go and they do whatever they do and then they come back. And then I got this other crazy game that I just figured out how it works, like overnight. But those things run while I'm not even playing, so I don't worry about them. They just time passers when I'm laying in the bed doing nothing, talking to Jennifer. Which is crazy because, anyway, I don't know, these games just insane. Now I text Intruder to find out if he was on time today or not. He hadn't called me, so he must be running late. He's always late. That's even if he shows up there. If he don't show up there, I'm gonna be so angry. Cause I need those clauses done. And it's always when I'm about to bless him. He always just does something silly. Good morning, JK. How are you? Wow, it's early, y'all. Yeah, it's early. And I've been up since I got up at like 4, set my alarm for 4:17. Jennifer's like, what's 4:17? Why not 4:15? Why 4:20? I'm like, it's just the time, babe. That's all. Just 4:17. That's it. I like to be different. I don't like to do things like, you know, every top of the hour, 5 minutes here, da 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 da. I don't know. I just don't like doing that kind of stuff. I like being odd. People remember it a little bit better too. Excuse me. You tell somebody, hey, meet me at 6:57. They're like, what? 7 o'clock? No, 6:57. They remember that a lot better. Try it sometime in your life and see how it works. The sun is so bright, so big and bright and beautiful. Thank the sun. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If it wasn't for the sun, y'all, we wouldn't have any life. We'd be too cold. Too cold, too cold. I was sun gazing and now I see sunspots. Every time I blink. Okay, what you doing up there in Illinois? Or better yet, how are you doing up there in Illinois? Thinking about getting Intruder some breakfast, but he hadn't responded yet, so I hate to go spend my money and then he don't show up. 6:57. You like that, huh? Yeah, I mean, that's the way I do I do a lot of things that way. You know, somebody like, oh, meet me at 7. I was like, I'll be there at 7:02. I'm still gonna be there like 6:45. I'm always 15 minutes early to everything. Not this morning though. I told Intruder I'd be here about 5, and I just didn't feel like it this morning. But the things I gotta do, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna throw some mud up on the wall real quick. I'm gonna point the fan at them so to dry, and then I'm gonna paint. I got 2 rooms of baseboard I need to do. After that, I really could come home. I won't, but I could. After that, I'll walk around the house and just touch up some things here and there because I've been noticing some, you know, spots I missed when I was doing yellow. So I go around and I'll touch up yellow, and then after I do that, hopefully, if Intruder is not finished with the closet, hopefully he'll be close to being finished. Then we can get out of there in a couple, 2 or 3 hours. I plan on paying him for however many he's in here today. I'll probably pay him double up. He did ask me. He's like, we're gonna make time and a half tomorrow. I was like, man, you're an independent contractor. No. But I am considering. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm showing y'all the scenery. A day off from the plant, still working. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm planning on paying him double time today, actually, depending on how fast he works. So when he gets here, I'm gonna be like, all right, this is what I want you to do. I want you to knock these closets out in 3 hours. I'm gonna pay you for 6, and I'm gonna pay you for the 4 hours yesterday. And I got his money in my pocket, so that should motivate him. And if not, then oh well. What I'm trying to teach him to be, to start thinking more of an independent contractor, more like a business owner. Because really what I ultimately want to do, I want to get him trained to the point where I can leave him on projects. Because his schedule is different than mine. He doesn't go to work until like 2 p.m. So if I can get him to the point where I can trust him, and I know he has the knowledge of doing things, and I know he's going to get in there and do it, then I can take on some more jobs. And while I'm at work, he's doing, half a day worth of work. And then when I get off work, I can go in and knock out another half day, and then bam. Now we got a 2-man working crew that's pretty much around the clock. But see, he doesn't understand that yet. He doesn't see it. I see it, and I see how. And and he's coming around. That's one thing. Now, last project and this project, totally different guy. Which is I'm thankful for, because the way he was doing stuff before, he wasn't gonna work. Yeah, I mean, I believe in taking care of folks. He's not making a whole bunch with me as it is. So I try to find different ways to bless him and to pay him more. And on this project, unfortunately for him, he brought the work ethic on the project that I don't have. Well, I mean, I do have it, but because I always put fudge factors in my bids, where I can share the wealth. But where he really could have made some money was on the last project, but he came in and blew that one. Because and plus he missed like 3 or 4 days of work that he could have made money, and he just his mind wasn't in it, so he screwed himself. And like I told him, I'm like, when you screw me, bro, you're screwing yourself. And I think he's finally understanding it. So I've been training him and teaching him as we're going. I'm like, hey, look, because a lot of folks, they think they can paint just because they can put a brush on a wall or put a roller on the wall, and that's not painting. Professional painting is knowing what you're doing, not just slapping paint up on a wall. So I'm teaching them, different, I ain't gonna say different stroke of painting, because every you got to look at a wall and you're like, okay, I got to know what I need to do right now. I can't wing it. So right now he's still kind of winging it, but as I see him doing things, I'm like, look, do such and such. He's like, golly, man, you know what I did, and you wasn't even nowhere around. I'm like, I can look at it and tell what you did. So he's learning, he's getting there, and I'm trying to teach him how to use the paint stick, because if I can, and I told him, I was like, bruh, when you're painting, if you can master the roller, you master 90% of the paint job. If you can ever master the roller, he's like, he's starting to see, like, oh, I'm starting to understand what you're saying now. Yeah, when you're going over edges and stuff, you don't need a full roller of paint. You just need a dab of it. If you go over, you won't get any drips, you won't get any lines. Now, when you're going over textured walls, yes, you want a whole bunch of paint on your roller. You're going over smooth walls, especially walls that are like satin and semi-gloss, you don't need a whole bunch of paint. And these are things that I've just learned over the years of just painting. It's really nobody taught me. It's been trial and error, and then me looking at my jobs and be like, oh wow, if I did a lighter on this wall, I could move faster. And that's another thing I'm teaching them, is slow down and go faster. Just because I hear his roller, and I'm like, bro, you're not doing anything right now. He's like, what you mean? I'm like, you're not doing what I'm teaching you. And then I'll come down there and I'll paint for like, now he's been painting like 20, 30 minutes. I'll come down there in 5 minutes. I've covered just, the same amount of coverage. And he's like, oh, wow, I see, I see what you mean now. I see what you mean. Yeah, man. Just, knowing is not even knowing is half the battle. Knowing is all the battle. Yeah, it's an art and a science. I agree. It's like G.I. Joe said, knowing is half the battle. I think knowing is all the battle. Because it's applied knowledge. See, knowledge, what you don't know can kill you. A lot of people say what you don't know can hurt you. No, what you don't know can kill you. On a job, in life, whatever. You go out here in the wilderness and you eat the wrong type of mushroom, you're dead. You go out here in the wilderness, you mess with the wrong snake, and you don't know, you're dead. So no, not knowing doesn't hurt you. Not knowing can kill you. And when you're working, especially when you're an independent contractor, you're trying to start a business or whatever, you not knowing certain things can kill you. See, I've been killed in business deals before, and now I don't try to hurt anybody when I put in bids. It's just it just is what it is. This is my price, and I always have a little wiggle room where I can go down. And it's crazy. I have such a crazy relationship with my realtor now. I put in a bid to her, and she's like, take it up, such and such, such, such. I'm like, okay. And we got such a tight working relationship now. I'll just call her and be like, hey, what you want to pay for this? And usually it's either right at what I was thinking. A lot of times it's more than what I was going to bid. And then I'll take my bid down. If I bid something and she's like, okay, well, I'll be like, hey, how much you want to pay for it? And she'll say X amount of dollars, and I'll take it down sometimes. Or sometimes she'll be like, well, be fair with your bid. And I'll be like, all right, so how about such and such? She'll be like, and she may add, $20, $40, $50 to it. Okay, cool, sound good to me. Because the way I see things, while I'm healthy and while I'm still, able to do it, all of this is time, man. It's time away from Jennifer. It's time away from the dogs. Time away from things I like doing. But I feel like I'm doing this now so I can buy back some time later. It's all a gamble, I'm not guaranteed tomorrow. I'm not guaranteed 10 years from now. But it's the way I choose to live my life. And if I'm wrong, then hey, I'm wrong. My husband was a house painter for about 20 years. It's hard work. I mean, it's definitely hard work. And it's time consuming. And like I'm teaching him too. I'm like, why would you buy? Let me see this tag, y'all. Look here, here's another 30-day tag. And unless you wrecked your car day one, why would you buy a car that's already there? Can somebody explain that to me? Anyway, I don't really understand. But yeah, painting is time consuming. Painting takes a whole bunch. It takes to paint a house. It takes days to paint a house, and I'm talking about constantly painting. He's still very good friends with the contractor he worked for. That's good, and that's usually what happens. People who do this line of work, you become friends with them, and it's a lifelong bond. Usually, and that's what I'm trying to create with Intruder, because I really want to get to the point where we're doing a lot of business together, and I want to get him to the point where I can promote him, because it's all about money, right? And he's like, man, what, if I come up with a job, what happens? But I was like, all you gotta do is just send me the person's info. I'll go buy a bid on it, and then I'll pay you on that job, like you sold the job. So you bring a job to the table, you making more money. Cause here up until now, I've brought all of the jobs. But if he starts bringing jobs in, oh God, and now you turn yourself from a liability to an asset that's helping to build. And like I'm telling him, I'm like, bro, the way you make more money is you become more valuable. Your skills get better. You get a lot better with what you're doing. Yeah, bro, you'll make money. Yes. I don't have a problem paying you. Matter of fact, I try to find ways where I can bonus you. I try to find ways where you can do things and do them faster, more efficient. Now, like closets, I know he don't mind closets. I hate a closet. Now, I could probably get in here and paint these closets faster, but I can't stand being in a confined space like that. He doesn't mind it. He gets in there, knock them things out. And like literally, he might be able to knock out, I think we got maybe 5, 6 closets today. He'll get in here and knock these things out in a couple, 2 or 3 hours. And it don't bother him. He don't mind being in the closet. It bothers the hell out of me. So I'd rather pay him than me do it. Plus, I got other things I need to do. See, like the detail work, the trim, things like that. I usually keep myself on trim. You know, especially since the last job, I keep myself on trim because I'm more detailed, and plus I'm much better with a brush than he is. Well, I'm much better with a roller too, but I'm much better with a brush than he is. So, you know, where I'm teaching him to do straight lines with, like, you know, props, I can do straight line with, you know, by hand. And it, you know, and even if he's using a prop or something, or a straight edge, or a knife, or a putty knife to make sure, you know, he keeps his edge, I can do it freehand, and it's much faster. Going to work with, is he? Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna work with me again. Yeah. That's why I brought him back, because I mean, I just want to make a point, you know, to show him I didn't really need him, but I wanted him, you know. So yeah, he fired himself last week. I didn't fire him. He fired himself, and of course he's not here. He's always late. So he said he'd be at 7, and I told him, I said, well, if you show up at 7, I'll pay you today. If you show up after 7, I'll pay you Friday. I can see where that can affect people. I'm not claustrophobic. I just don't like being in closets. When I paint, I don't get any paint on me. And when you're in a closet, you're asking to bump against the wall, bump against the trim or something. You're asking to get paint on you in a closet. I don't like. And y'all look at me now. Y'all see how I'm looking? And I actually wore these shorts yesterday. No paint on these shorts. I got a little paint on my shoes, but I these, okay? But look at my shoes. I've done what, 2 major jobs in these shoes, and I barely got paint on them. You look at that dude has paint on him all over the place. I used to read in my closet as a kid. Oh gosh, Terry, that's funny. I should have parked on the street, but I don't plan on being here long. Let me see if he texts. Nope. So I'm gonna get in here and get started with what I need to do. And like I told him, I was like, bro, I don't give a damn what you do. Just always communicate with me. This is where we had the problem last job, was the lack of communication. But you know, he understands. Cause see, where I was paying him every day, I'm not doing that now. You know, you're not getting paid every day. No. I can't trust you. I can't trust you to come back and help me finish the job when I pay you every day. So, you know, and that's just something that we, you know, we're gonna have to get past. Y'all hold on a second. I'll put y'all down for a minute. Ha. You have a good day, Roderick. Need to step away for now. Perhaps catch up later. All right, appreciate that, JK. That door is so hard to open. Have a good day. All right, so the door still need to hit one more time. That light don't work. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fix this wall right here. Throw some more mud on it. Actually, let me feel it, because it may be good already. Nah, I need to put a little more mud on that. Then I'll bring the fan in here once I mud it. And then once I mud it, I will hopefully I can dry it, then I can sand it. I may have to come back tomorrow and finish the walls. I should have mudded these yesterday, and I thought about it once I got home. I was like, dang, I should have put some mud on those walls yesterday. If I had, then they would be ready. Don't know if y'all can hear me or not. Got this big old huge fan going. I'm just gonna walk around and look at a few things before I get started. Alright, I mean the job looks pretty good. He's actually come here and done a pretty decent job with what I had him doing. I mean, honestly, he's done a real good job. I'm happy and impressed on this one. Really? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So I did do the walls in here, and I probably shouldn't have, because now I need to bring my taller ladder. Where the heck is the light at? Anyway, I need to bring my. If she says anything about that edge up there, I'll bring my taller ladder and I'll fix that. But I shouldn't even painted the laundry room. Should not have done it. Wasn't part of the bid. But I always like to give people a little bit extra when I'm doing work. Just to give them a little extra. So the kitchen looks really good. I can put the refrigerator back. This needs to be gotten up. But the cleaning crew will do that. This is something that we didn't get hired to clean. We got hired to paint. So today, like I said, hopefully intruder slows up. You can knock these closets out. Are you gonna juice? All right, good. This place has old windows. I don't know if y'all can tell, these are really old style windows. Yeah, I mean and he came in here and he knocked this room out. This room looks really good. Of course, I see a couple things that need to be hit, but that's normal. Even I miss things. I don't normally miss them, twice, because I'll paint it and then I'll step back and then look at it and then I'll, hit my misses. Okay, let me go look upstairs. Yeah, overall, I'm really impressed with this. I see some white touch-ups here and there. This is some stuff I did yesterday. And I knew that this was going to need to be touched up again. Old doors and stuff like that, they always need extra. This looks good. He did a good job on that. He missed this right here, but that's normal. He was rolling. All right, so here's another wall that I'm going to fix right here. I'll step back so y'all can see it. So I've already been working on it. And what I should have done, I really should have mudded this yesterday. Then I could have come in this morning and I could have sanded. And then y'all see how it has texture up to it. So I got to put this texture back on it. So I'm going to sand this down. Then do another coat of mud. And then I'm going to texture that. These walls are just buckling like crazy. Did a really good job. And now I painted this up here. And he was like, man, I don't feel comfortable doing it. I don't feel safe. And I said, all right, let me show you. So I showed him how to do it. He's like, oh, now you're making it look like I'm lazy. Here. I started this job on either Tuesday or Wednesday. Is this? Yes, this is a different job. Yeah. We're just painting this house. This little spot right there needs to be touched up. I'm just walking through looking at my touch-ups now. This dude don't ever use this stick I gave him. He did a really good job in this bathroom. We totally changed the color in here. And this part, we didn't move this shelf. And I was like, hey, do the best you can. And he did a really good job back behind that shelf. I'm like, dude. And see, that kind of stuff impresses me right there, because I don't even think I would have been able to do a good job, because you can't really tell. You can tell if you look hard enough where the dark, where the dark paint is. But I mean, you almost gotta get a flashlight and look back there. So yeah, I'm impressed with that, because we're not gonna move this shelf out. I could, but I'm not. I don't know if y'all can see down here. It's it's caught. I would have to cut that out, and I'm not gonna do all that. I'm not gonna do all that for this owner. This owner made me underbid my job for me to take it. So, and normally when I deal with this realtor, normally whatever I put in the bid for, normally it's accepted. But this owner was a little cheapo. And see, these closets are small. He should be able to knock this out in like 15 minutes. I mean, if that, you know, that he can take this, lift this off, boom, just paint, boom, done deal. So, yeah, intruder shouldn't be here no longer than 2 hours. If he comes, he might decide not to come today, which he's not gonna get paid, which is fine, whatever. And I get in there and I knock them out. I mean, they're really small. So, I mean, you got one wall right here, boom, yellow, and all we're doing is yellow. This wall, and then this little patch right here, this little patch on this side. I mean, literally 10 minutes, you're done. Literally. So, I mean, he always, you know, he'll and I'm sure he's on it. He'll be on his way because he ain't gonna miss no money. I already know that because he hadn't gotten paid yet. So, anyways, y'all want to see me do some mud? Oh yeah, they're gonna do carpet after we get finished. So we're painting. They're gonna do carpet. Then they're gonna have it cleaned. So yeah, they're gonna do carpet. Yeah, they definitely need carpet. So who wants to see me do some mudding? So once I do this, I'll go through and I will put all of my. This is how you do a professional paint job. You want to take off all of your covers and switch plates and all that kind of stuff. When you do that, it just makes it so much neater. Then you don't get this stuff like, let me show you. In the past, they did not take the cover off, and then you get these lines around your outlets and stuff. All right, y'all said sure keep us on. Now I got to find my utensils, which is a 12-inch putty knife. And for this job, I'm actually using a brick mason tool. I don't know, what is this called? Shucks, I can't remember what it's called now. But anyway, this is usually used for cement. But I didn't have a smaller, well, I do have a smaller putty knife. I just couldn't find it at the time. So this works just the same. Now I got to figure out what the heck Intruder did with my daggone 12-inch putty knife. There's no telling where it is. Literally, there's no telling. This, I see, normally I would fix this door while I'm in here because this door is really, really hard to open. But I'm not going to do it. Why? Because the owner made me underbid my own job. And see, that's the kind of stuff I normally would do being in the house. But I'm not going to do it this time. I refuse to. Forgot I had a honey bun. All right. Where is my putty knife? I may have to go out to the car and get it. Truck it up. Look at there. Bam. Found it. Found it. So I'm seeing white that I'm going to, so when I get finished with this, I'm going to come around, I'm going to touch up white. I really need to sand this first because I don't like these edges. I don't like this center. So I'm going to smooth this. I got to, according to, well, feeling the wall, it's almost level. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to sand this around here first and then we'll, I don't know what kind of vantage point you guys are going to get. I definitely need to ask. I don't want to be breathing all that nasty. Gotta find my sander. I'll be right back, y'all. Y'all hang loose. Also, I gotta bring the fan up there because I don't have an extension cord. I forgot to bring an extension cord, which is fine. It's all good. Things you have to do. But thank goodness I got the fan. If not, I'll be in trouble. And my sander is, God knows where it is. I haven't seen him in a couple of days. He probably got stuff stacked on it. It's gonna be a moot point if I can't find the sander. Maybe it's up here. Maybe it's up here. No? Yes, here it is. I knew I had just seen it. So I knew it could have been far. I knew that. So I'm gonna clean it out real quick. Y'all just stay hanging. Wow. I've been doing some sanding. Normally doesn't accumulate that much. Alright, so we'll go out to the truck, get a mask. Because I'm definitely not going to be doing this without a mask on. I do not want to breathe that crap. Our high today is supposed to be 83. In a few days, a high of 70. Working on a container garden, hopefully planting microgreens. I'll plant dandelions, okay. 87 degrees, all right. So we need a mask. I need a dust mask. N95 would be perfect, but I don't think I have. This is crazy. They're all inside my house. Wonder would this work? That one's not. That may let some dust in. Let's see here. Let's see how this one. Run the tiller. Nope, this is not gonna work. So we're gonna go with this big one. And you know what? The thing, as I think about it, I'm glad Intruder is not here yet because I don't have a dust mask. Alright, he's calling me, y'all. Y'all hold on a second. You on your way? Alright, I'll see you again. Alright, bye. So I'm gonna leave the doors unlocked. Come on in, he says he's on his way. He know I don't like that lace stuff. But it's all good. We all good, y'all. So I'm gonna try to hurry him do this before he gets here so he don't have to breathe all this freaking dust. I'm just gonna sand this down a little bit. Get me a new piece of sandpaper. Tear that off. Yeah, literally, we should be out of here in about 3 hours. Depending on, y'all might be able to watch us work the whole time. I knew it was dusty. I can see the dust everywhere. So when Intruder gets here, I'm gonna have him turn this fan on so he can kind of. Matter of fact, I need to do that now. I'm gonna blow this dust outside. here we go, continuing. Continuation. Alright, so now I'm going to mud it. Just smooth it out real good as best I can. Good Lord, I should have brought some more mud. Shit. I didn't realize I was almost done. Out, gone. I'm gonna start from the outside. I'm just gonna bring it in, cause I gotta kind of, I don't know. It's not as smooth as I need it to be on the edges. I'm gonna start at the edges and then I'm gonna work myself in. And it's just so rough on the outside, on the outskirts. And when you're doing mud and things like this, it's all about a feel. It's got to feel right a certain way. It's hard for me to describe for somebody who doesn't do it. Very hard for me to describe to you guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to use my descriptive words as best as possible, but I don't think I'm doing a good job. Y'all see how I'm doing it in layers? So I'm starting here. I'm bringing it up real light, more pressure on in the centers, because I want to cover up those holes. And now I'm just taking it away. Okay? I don't know if that makes any sense or not. So now when this dries, I see a little spot right here. So when this dries, I'm going to come through and I'm going to sand it again. And hopefully this time I can get it even everywhere. And once I do that, I'll come back through with with a really light coat of this, and then I'll make the designs. It'll be real light. So what I'll do, I'll take a rag and I'll just kind of dab it. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I mean, when I say light, I mean it's going to be like almost nothing on there just to make the design. And yeah, that's how we're going to do it. I'm going to take y'all in here with me. So I always clean my tools afterwards too. I can't stand dirty tools. I'm so anal about certain things. It's just,
And Intruder's finding out. Because I'm like, bro, no. And that's another reason why I'm so efficient with my painting. Because I keep my tools, I keep my brushes clean, I keep everything clean. Everything is always clean. You know, and I'll show you guys. If you guys stay with us for the duration, I'll show y'all what I mean, what I'm talking about. But you gotta slow down. Cause see, like right now, most people are like, oh my God, I need to hurry up and get to the next task. And they wouldn't clean their tools. And then this stuff dries. And then guess what? When you get ready to use it again, now you gotta go clean the dried stuff off of your tool when you could just done it when it was wet. What are you using for insulation, Tara? That is awesome, Tara. All that stuff is getting cold so fast. Tear something around. And these will save your job more than anything. Rags. Always gotta have rags, y'all. Okay? You got to have rags. I should probably move my truck because when Intruder gets here, he's going to block me in. So I don't want to be blocked in because I'm definitely going to finish my task way before he will. So I'm going to go ahead and move my truck now. Yep. Because I don't want him blocking me in. Because I know I'm going to get some food or something later on. I already know that. So let me go on and move out the way. Park on the street. Shoot. Yep. I've been using the same brushes since the last job. I don't clean my brushes until the end of the job. So this is a trick that I have learned, and I learned this from a guy I used to work with. Cause I used to sit and clean the brushes every day and all that kind of stuff. He's like, hey dude, you ain't gotta do that. I'm like, why? He says, if you take the brush, or if you take the roller, stick it in a plastic bag, it stays good forever. I mean, for like literally like 5, 6, depending on how hot it is outside. I've seen rollers and brushes stay good for a week, you know. So yeah, you don't have to clean your brushes and rollers every day when you're gonna do a job, especially if you're gonna use them every day, you know. Now if you're not gonna use them every day, yeah. Now at the end of the job, I'm gonna clean all the brushes because I buy really expensive brushes. and now if I use a brush after Intruder, yeah, I clean it. But I'm gonna tell you a fast way of cleaning brushes. Go to the bathroom. Clean your brushes in the bathtub because usually you have more water pressure in the bathtub than you do in the sink, and it takes you like less than a minute to clean it. If you clean it in the sink, oh, it's a freaking bottle right here. If you clean it in a sink, then it's gonna take you 5, 10, 15 minutes sometimes. Okay, so that's another little trick tip. And I think I've gotten all the dust out of here. And I'm going to show you guys the fan we're using. This fan has been operating the whole entire time. It's helping us to dry walls faster. It's helping us to stay cooler. So this air blower, it's called an X Power. They sell them at Lowe's for like 99 bucks. This thing is moving. So let me show you my. Look how much wind this thing is blowing. I mean, it's like it's blowing some air. So I'm gonna turn this bad boy around so that it can blow air up on that wall, so that it'll dry much faster. Because I really need it to dry here in about an hour or two, so I can put another sand on it. If I can do that, then we're gonna be all right. Now this one right here, it's gonna be bad. I'm gonna do a little light coat on this, because I can look at it and tell that once I sand it, it's gonna be all right. So I put a little light coat on it, and then I can come through and caulk that if I want to, or I can use some mud. But yeah, another little light coat to cover up these cracks. And the cracks come from when you use a whole bunch of mud. I had a bowl with tire bucket of mud on this wall. Not sure what we're going to use for spray pink fiberglass stuff. All right, cool. So y'all get to see me do this mudding job real quick, and I go get the mud. All we gotta do is say yes. I try to keep my sander and my sandpaper together. That only makes sense, doesn't it? So Intruder get here. He really might be able to do these closets in about an hour and a half. If he can do that, then I'll get him to do a cleanup. And once he does that, we're gonna be out of here. So really, and when he gets here, I'm gonna tell him what I want him to do, and I'm gonna tell him how I'm gonna pay him, and then he'll get his ass in gear. Trust me, watch. We'll be out of here before noon. What's up? Alright, so what I want you to do is knock out these closets. And I looked at these closets. These closets are small, so it shouldn't take you long per closet. You looked at these closets yet? Especially the ones upstairs? They real small. This is probably the biggest one. This one and that other one over there. So I figure 20-30 minutes in here. And the small ones, yeah, don't paint the white. Small ones shouldn't take you. Huh? Can't come out. I mean, they can. I just don't want to take them down. You see what I'm saying? Oh, let me see what color this is. Like somebody painted over that. They did. Tell you what, it's going to be easy to just paint the whole thing. So paint the whole thing yellow. Yep. That way you ain't got to worry about it. All right, so this is what we're going to do this today. Knock these closets out. We're going to get a cleanup. Pick up all our crap. We're going to move all this stuff to this room in here. Because when I come back Wednesday to set it outside, I may bring you back in Wednesday to help you set all this stuff out. If you get it done in 3 hours, you can get paid for 6. What that mean? That means double time, don't it? Is that double time or what? All right, let's go. I want to be out here by 12. It's going on 8 now. All right, so got intruders going. So what we're gonna do is, now Intruder, he knows what he needs to do. He's motivated because I already told him what we can. Oh shit, I gotta paint this in here. I forgot about this room. I gotta paint this room right. Well, the trim. I just gotta do the trim in here. This is the only one I'm missing, I think. All right, so I got 2 rooms to do with trim. So I'm gonna do this little job right here first. Then I'm gonna go in the other room because we're gonna move all this stuff out of here later on. I'm gonna put it in the front room. But before we do that, I need to make sure I do the trim. All right. Perfect. Perfect. And right now, I don't care how thick this is because I'm gonna come through and sand anyway. I'm just trying to cover up these little imperfections, and that's all they are, just a little imperfection in the wall. So when the realtor comes through and she looks at it like, oh my God, you did such a good job on the walls. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for noticing. Thank you for the job. Pay me my money. Goodbye. Because it's all about what, ladies and gentlemen? It's all about currency. I won't do this again. I'm going to always have me and I got one in the trunk. I got a 4-inch and a 2-inch and a 6-inch putty knife. I will not do this again because this is slowing me down right here. Working like this. But it's all good. So I'll come through saying this later. Or maybe even tomorrow. I don't have a problem coming here tomorrow finishing up. Because I literally have like maybe an hour and a half worth of work. And that'll be about it. So that's done. I'm gonna go clean these. I'm gonna grab my paintbrush and my white cup of paint. I'm gonna slide my little butt around in there. That is cool for the Intruder. What other YouTube channel do you go on? Talking to me? Did I see you on my... Oh, you talking to somebody else. What was cool for the intruder? What, the way he's gonna get paid today? Yeah, double time. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that at all. I always listen to y'all. I always try to find win-win-win situations for everybody. I want me to win, but I want you to win, and then I want the owner to win too. Because the owner's getting a great product and a great service for the price he wanted to pay. You know, and then the real estate agent's gonna win too, because she's gonna be able to rent this place and make her money sooner. You know, it's a win-win for everybody. I learned a long time ago to do what J. Paul Getty said. You know, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. But I just take it a step further, and I'd rather have 100% of my efforts and a small percentage of somebody else's efforts at the same time. That's all. That's how I roll. Win-win-win for everybody. Make sure this dude got the right rod. Oh, okay. Are you talking prepper channels or in general? Because I watch a bunch of YouTube channels. You alright, man? Taking a dump? Of course, you got to take a dump on the clock. Alright, you know your paint roller's downstairs. Oh yeah, your paint tray is downstairs. Take the roll off of this tray, okay? He always got to come with take shit. Well, I used to be the same way because ABS is a killer. Now, where's my freaking paintbrush at? Oh, here it is. I'm like, where is my paintbrush? All right, so y'all see how clean my paintbrush is? When I get finished, it's gonna look practically the same. Only thing that's gonna be dirty or used is gonna be the brushes. I don't believe in getting paint all over the daggone brush. I don't do that. This little area right here needs to be painted too. All right, let's get started. I can't stand unlocked doors. Let me see here. I haven't really been watching a whole bunch of prepper channels here lately. But when I do watch prepper channels, I watch PN1, Prepper Nurse 1. I watch Canadian Prepper. I like Viking Preparedness. That's who got me into prepping right there, Viking Preparedness, with Pastor Joe Fox and Miss Kate. But I don't watch a bunch of, what's the black guy's name? Pastor Dial. I watch Pastor Dial every now and then. Hey, True Warrior, happy Labor Day to you. As you can see, I'm laboring. Why my bristles so hard? I can't work with hard bristles. I gotta soften these things up. There we go. Alright, who else do I watch? I watch Tara's channel. I watch Auburn Watchman. I watch Queenie's channel. I watch what is her channel? I call her Queenie so much. Crown of Wisdom. I watch Tara's channel. Tara has an amazing channel. Who else? Yeah, I probably, out of everybody that I just named, I probably have spent more time on Viking Preparedness than anybody else's channel. If I was being honest with you guys, because Pastor Joe Fox, I even bought his book, so you know that's how engaged and locked in I am with Viking Preparedness. It might be time to get a doggone another brush. But we're gonna make this work. I mean, you will use a brush so many times to the point where it's like the brush just gets tired. So other channels I watch, I'm really into this selling stuff now. So I've been watching this channel called Project Atticus, selling SAILING, selling Project Atticus. So I've been watching them. They got a really cool channel. I like their editing, and I like their adventures. I mean, every video is an adventure of things that they're doing on their boat, and they're on a little small sailboat, and they're trying to travel around the world, and it's crazy because you know it's like part of me is cheering for them, and then part of me is cheering for the ocean. I don't know. They get you locked in. But I try to support channels that support us too. I don't get a chance to. One of the things about it is east of the river, but he's not east of the river anymore. He's like 1776 hillbilly homestead or something. I used to support Christina, but I don't. Since she left us, I haven't watched her channel since. Let me see who else. Paula, Adrian, they're just. I still support them, but they're a little radical for me right now. It's always doom and gloom in the earth, in the world over there. So I try not to watch the channels that, I like prepper channels, but I don't want to hear in the world every time I watch it, But I mean, that's just my honest opinion. I love Grim Survival, but Grim doesn't post that much anymore. Alaska Prep, I really haven't gotten, and I like I like AP, but I really hadn't gotten into him. And to be honest with you, I never get any of his notifications, so I usually forget about him. Yeah, AP has a really good channel too, and he's such a good guy. I was introduced him through Grim Survival. And yeah, AP, he's a good guy. And I think he donates a lot of his money that he makes on his channel. We donate a lot of the money that we make too. We just don't make a lot on this channel. We just donate a lot of money that we make. How about that? It's all gravy. It's all gravy, baby. But great question. Y'all got any more questions for me? He has such good perspective on stuff. Full Spectrum Survivor is really good. I think I used to watch him. The Prepared Mind, I used to watch him. He's doing the room too. There's this one guy that I watch. I can't remember what his channel name is. It might be Full Spectrum. Does he always do like reviews? And he like show you like tips and stuff about, hey, this is 15 ways you can use Vaseline. I'm like, wow, that's neat. Amen, Roger. Too much gloom and doom is just too much. I've also been watching some Christian channels. Yeah, I just been on these selling channels like crazy because I want a boat, So the way I've been on, like I told you guys the other day, I'm in a different phase of my life right now, where I'm going through some researching and all that about just the truth. I'm one of those people. I'm a truth seeker. So yeah. But if you're not ready, you're not ready. Trust me. It just is what it is, folks. If you're not ready, you're not ready. Sad but true. I should have brought my rag in. Hey, bro, you down here? Man, he was right there, so he just tossed me a rag, but he's not. He's probably in the old other room in the closet somewhere, doing his job. And I'm really glad he kind of showed up late. Because I showed up late. I miss a holiday, y'all, I'm not a slave driver. I am, but, and like the way I work, when people work with me, I don't ever demand them a time that they come in. I always ask them, hey, what time you coming in tomorrow? Well, first of all, are you working tomorrow? Yeah, we got to work? Yeah, all right, we got to work. What time you going to be here? Oh, I'll be, like, he told me he'd be here at 7, he got here at 8, which is fine. Hey, I'm cool with it. Normally I'd be better out of shape, but there's a holiday. And he's gonna get paid double time for it. And who is with you? This is the guy I work with at the church. His name is Vincent, but I call him the intruder because when I used to do lives at the church, he would always just bust into my office and interrupt our lives. How much work do you have left on this place? Literally we got about 7 hours. So today I'm gonna do about 3 hours each. So that's actually probably about 8.5 hours. So we both put in a solid 3 hours each today. We'll get finished with white trim, white paint. We'll get finished that. He'll get finished with the closets. And then I gotta come back and fix the walls. I may come back later on this evening and do that. It's not likely. Probably be more like tomorrow. And then, yeah, if you've been here for a while, you know who Intruder is. Intruder used to bust in on our lives when we were doing it from the church. And the name just stuck because he would always come in and intrude. Not really. I mean, he would just come in and, damn, I don't think this room has been painted at all. I gotta paint this room yellow. I get him to paint this room while he's in here. Oh no, I know what happened. All that's been painted, not over here though. Because it was so much stuff in the closet, I couldn't really get to it. So I'll get him to paint this while he's in here. I'll paint this trim, I'll go ahead and knock that out. And they're going to replace the carpet, but I don't like painting like they're going to replace the carpet because a lot of people just slap the paint down and, whatever. Because what if they decide not to replace the carpet? They just want to clean the carpet. Then it's going to be like crap. It's going to be tacky. So I don't put too much stock in that. So we're always extremely careful when we're working. But I always ask that question, like, what are we doing with the floors? Oh, we're replacing the floors. Okay, so I can be sloppy. Yeah, you can be sloppy you want. Okay, cool. Now we know that they're gonna replace the tile floor, so I had Intruder clean the tile floors yesterday because he had paint all over the tile. I'm like, hey, bro, now you see what I mean by dragging your feet. Now you see what I mean by being clean. And he's like, I ain't never doing this shit again. I was like, yeah. I said, there's more than one way to teach you. So he was hot yesterday. He had to clean up all his mess ups on the floor. I was just laughing at him. I said, see? Everything I be telling you, man, I be trying to help you save some time and energy and, because me, it's either way it's going to, I got to pay him either way. So I'm like, I might as well pay him to teach him. That way he knows next time. And in the future, he does a much better job. And he knows, certain things to do, certain things not to do. And plus I love Intruder. I treat him like he's my baby brother. I actually treat him like he's a son. But he has a good dad, so he's like my baby brother. I try to look out for him. He just don't try to look out for himself. Y'all know people like that in your lives? You try to help them, you try to look out for them, and you can't want it more for someone than they want it for themselves. It's just not possible. You dig? Y'all understand? That means y'all understand. I ever say you dig, that just means you understand. You get it? Alright. Oh no. I have to go and get the charger because we're running out of power. So let's go get the charger. Keep your political views. Like-minded people. Yeah, you bet. I mean, it's always wise to keep your political and your religious views to yourself. Because if you don't, you're going to have a problem. Big time. Huge problem. Trust. Trust and believe. Lordy, I hope this girl is not going to come over here talking to me. I am not in the mood today to be positioned. No, ma'am, I'm good. Thank you. Oh. Grief. Must be in the car. Alright, she just gonna listen to her music and go on about her business. That's beautiful. Got a block right here. Plug the phone up. How much power we got? We're looking at 4%. Alright, let's take it in here. Yeah, Intruder learned a very valuable lesson too yesterday. He learned to not paint stuff and then step in it. I thought he knew that lesson already, but apparently he needs to learn it. Right down to the wire, even through the fire. So normally what I'll do, and I've been training Intruder to do this, is as you do the trim, to go ahead and put the plates back on. So I'm violating my own rule right now. So I'm gonna backtrack here in a minute, and I'm gonna put this plate or this cable cover on real quick. I've used a few who left comments on my own channel, but I didn't get mad because I know not everyone is going to agree with me. Yeah, and that is okay. Just like my religion, keep it to myself unless it is a physical presence of a like-minded people, which is not online. Yeah, I try my best to keep this channel away from politics and away from religion, because people get so caught up in it. You know, it's just they get amazingly just pissed off. And I used to be that person, and I get it. You know, I understand. You have your political views, and you think somebody else is wrong, and you think you're right and all that. But it's all about opinions. You know, it's like religion. Just because you believe one way or another, that doesn't make you right and another person wrong. It just makes us different. And I personally do not have a heaven or a hell to put you in either way. You know, regardless of what your beliefs are. I'm not going to be the one to decide your eternal fate. So, I used to be a Bible thumping, I'm going to beat you over the head until you get it, you know, Christian. I just don't do that anymore. I just don't do that. Because you know what? One true thing is, we all have our own journey. We all have our own walk in this thing we call life. And I've had some folks that come in here and start spouting off, you know, their beliefs and everything. And I'm like, hey, this is not that channel. And they keep going. And I'm like, all right, let's have this discussion. Because one thing you can't do, you cannot come in and say certain things without validating them. Not on this channel. This is not that. Y'all remember I said it all the time. This is not that channel. And it's truly not. This is not that channel. And if that's the way you want your channel to be, then start your own channel and get your own following. You want to get the owner of this channel or the presenter on this channel upset? Keep talking politics and religion when I asked you not to. OMG, you will get it. You will get it, and you will know that you have done something that you probably should have done on this channel. Because I'll ask those tough questions that I know the answers to already, that other people are afraid to ask, and make you look silly. I personally will do that, just to prove a point. Just to prove a point. Yes, I will. Now let's see. I was going through old videos to see where me and Rod didn't agree, and I found it. Glamping versus camping. Oh, camping in a camper. Roughing it for some. That's funny you said that. I'm looking at the glamping in Arizona next year. Glamping versus camping. We did disagree about that. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna agree to disagree with you. We're not gonna keep going about this. You was upsetting me about that because I had just learned that term. Glamping. I had just learned that term last year, and then you wanted to take it away from me. No! It's glamping. That was funny. I forgot all about that. Thank you for bringing that back to my memories. That is funny. Yeah. Anybody been following the U.S. Open? Did y'all see that? What's his name? Novak or something? Hit the Lions judgment in the face with the ball, and he hit the ball pretty hard too. So it had some velocity coming at that lady. Fortunately, she was all right, but they didn't call it disqualifying. They disqualified, but they call it something else in tennis. You know, they always trying to be so proper and everything, proper and prim. But he got disqualified. So I don't know if y'all saw that or not. I just thought that was, I ain't gonna say neat, but it's something that happened. He apologized about it and everything, but these commentators last night, they was like, he should have done the press conference and he should have done this. Man, if I was doggone the favorite to win the U.S. Open and I got disqualified, I'm not giving you guys a press conference either. Go kick rocks. Bye. I'm going home. No sense in me sticking around, I'm disqualified. Why don't you stick around and talk about it for? I'm already pissed off. I'm already upset that I did it. I've already, I'm very sorry for what I did. I've been disqualified. What else needs to be said? So I didn't agree with that. I didn't agree with the commentators. Everybody makes mistakes. None of us are perfect. Even me. I still make mistakes too. And I think the moment that you realize that you are a human, that you're going to make mistakes, I think life just gets so much better for you. You're never going to be perfect. I don't give a daggone what your profession is. I don't care how much time you put into it. You're never going to be perfect. Actually, like prime example, up there at the church, we just went through a total renovation of sound and video equipment. And I kept getting complaints about, oh, we can't hear, we can't hear. So I kept talking to the company, that professionals that installed it.
Right.
Yeah.
Where that color brush at?
What now?
The color brush.
Just pick one. Yeah, we don't have hey, when you come in here,
Yeah.
paint this wall over here on this side, and come here so I can show you where to start. You see where this heater is? Start right there at the edge of that heater, because I wasn't able to get that because we had too much stuff in there. So get that when you come in here with the yellow. Please, sir.
Alright.
I appreciate you.
No problem.
Glad to see you this morning. Didn't think you was gonna show up. Glad to see you. Didn't think you was gonna show up.
Yes, man, I was mad at her.
You was mad at her.
Yeah.
What they got to do with you come to work?
She woke up. Hey, it's 7:30. She was an hour late.
Well, you was an hour late. You was an hour late.
She was an hour late.
Oh, she was an hour late.
So this was down there at 6:30. Her alarm supposed to have one off at 6:30.
Oh, so she's supposed to wake you up.
Yeah.
I got you. Uh-huh. Intruders gonna learn, y'all. Oh, that's too funny. And I texted him at 6:30 just to make sure he was gonna be on time, because I didn't want to rush, and then and he's gonna be late. And when he had texted me back, I knew he was gonna be late. Everything I do for a reason, and I do because something probably you have done in the past that causes me to check on you. That's just how I run my stuff. That's just how I run my business, y'all. And that's just my business. And that's just the way it is. I should have painted the top of that heater, but I'm not. I do need to hit this little board over here. God, it's dirty. It's nasty. It's H-E-double-L. Oh, these folks. Okay. So what kind of people around here? Let me see if I can't put y'all over here like that. Thank you. You? What you mean? Pooping him? I don't understand what you're saying. Wow, I'm laboring on Labor Day. Oh, you're schooling him. I try. But trash is always on the ground. Can't type on this. Hey everyone. Hey Kevin. Yeah, I try to help him. He's in a new relationship with an old girlfriend, and I've been around a few more years than he has, so I just laugh at some of the stuff he say. Like that right there. His girlfriend's supposed to get him up at 6:30 for his job. And he said he was gonna be at 7 o'clock. What kind of crap is that? But hey, he'll learn. But his time don't start until he get here, and it worked out for me because I was able to do my sanding before he got here, which is what I wanted to do. And I got a certain amount I want him to make today, even though he's making double time. So it still works out. And so you got to think about that when you're a business owner. You got to be thinking about the grand scheme of things. All right, cause see, like for me, the little money he's making. Well, I'm gonna say little money. It's good money. But he owed me some money, so he came in the first 2 days and worked and had to pay off a debt. Well, actually, the first day. So they had to pay off a debt, which is cool. Oh man, this thing didn't get tainted at all. Come on, Vincent, damn. He's supposed to paint the door. He painted the other side, didn't hit this side. What you working on? We're painting the house, whole house. We'll be done today. So I've been here since like Tuesday. I would spend first couple 2 or 3 days. I would probably spend maybe 3 or 4 hours in here, and I painted all of the walls by myself. Then I brought an intruder in, and he helped me with the trim, and then a lot of the white. I didn't realize how much white was in here until he got here. We spent 2 days painting white, and I was like, God, dog, I am so glad I brought this boy in. Shit, I'd be still painting doggone white if he hadn't come in. So he's been a blessing to me. So I'm gonna bless him today, and then depending on how much we get done today, I may bonus him. I'm not gonna tell him that yet, but I may bonus him. And a bonus is a bonus, right? A bonus is something that you're not expecting that comes your way, and you're like, oh my God, what a blessing. So, and I blessed him a little bit day one because he was working off his debt. It's funny because on our last job, y'all know how upset I was with him. On our last job, I told him, I was like, dude, you owe me like half the money I paid you on this job right here. So he's like, I don't owe you nothing. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, cool. So when he came to work day one, he's like, man, I'm gonna work off my debt, and if you want to, you can take that other money I owe you from the job. I said, I'm not gonna do you like that, man. I'm not gonna do you like that, brother. Just learn from the mistake. And let's move forward, all right? So, it helped him out. And then I sent him to the store to go get us some drinks and some snacks and stuff. And I was like, don't spend all my money. So he brought my change back. I was like, I don't keep the change. I don't want you sitting around here thinking you ain't making nothing today, So I try to look out. Some people just make it hard on them, hard on themselves. Let's see here. How many jobs you got, Roderick? You know what? That's a good question. Let's talk about how many jobs Roderick actually has. So, y'all know I work maintenance full time. Y'all know that. That's my full time baby. Then I got the church job. Okay, that's a part time. Then I have my part time business that I do what I'm doing now. This is RC Home Repairs. So then I have the Bitcoin business that I started June the 3rd. So that's 4. I trade stocks every day. That's 5. I trade Bitcoin every day. That's 6. And I know I said Bitcoin twice, but the Bitcoin business is where I sell Bitcoin and cryptocurrency training. So that's totally different than me trading Bitcoin. So what's that? We're up to 6. I still manage to cut my grass every week, twice a week. That's 7. I'm a full-time husband. That's 8. And I am looking. I got this other business that I want to start. I think I'm gonna get it started maybe 2021. Actually, I got 2 businesses I want to start in 2021. And neither one of them I'm not gonna tell you guys about now. I'm gonna wait until I become successful with them. Which should once I start them, 6 to 10 months after I start, I should be able to share some information with you guys. Because I only like to bring you guys things that are making money. You know, I don't like bringing stuff to you that is a maybe. When I bring something to you, I want it to be a show enough bona fide money maker. I need one more roller, and I know I don't have it, and I didn't think about getting one this morning because I need to roll some of this stuff I'm doing, but we'll get through it. We will get through it today. So what's that? 6, 7 opportunity income makers that I do on a part-time, full-time basis. And it's crazy. Some of my part-time income endeavors, I make just as much as my full-time job. So that shows you how much money I don't make on my job. I mean, I get paid pretty well. You know, it's about average around here in this area. Considering this area, I'm doing pretty well for what I make. But if I didn't do all that extra other stuff, yeah, I wouldn't. And then Jennifer has a pretty decent job. We've been blessed throughout this pandemic. We've just been really, really, truly blessed. I mean, blessed to the point where it's like unbelievably blessed. So, you know. But these jobs right here, this job came from my realtor. I work for a realtor, and ever so often, it's like feast or famine with her. Ever so often, she was surprised I took this job, because from the last job, she's like, such and such need to be painted. You don't want it there. I was like, heck yeah, I want it. Heck yeah, I sure do. She was shocked. She's like, you normally don't take these kind of jobs back to back. I was like, I know, but I need that currency. I need that currency because I'm about to buy. Oh, and then I got this other opportunity that I'm investing in. And I don't know if I know I told you guys, but I'm going to tell y'all again. I have a company that is coming up with a cleaner fuel type thingamajiggy. And if you're interested, email me and I will send you the paperwork. The shares right now are 10 cents a share. When they go public, we're looking at minimum of like $20 a share. So $100 would get you like 1,000 shares right now. If it comes out at $20 a share, what's that? $20K off of a $100 investment. So I've been sharing that with folks too. That's I don't make any money off that. That's strictly just something. If you want to do it, fine. If you don't want to do it either, that's fine too. But the shares are going to close down last day of this month. So if you're interested in purchasing some 10-cent shares, and of course it's always speculative. It could be, that's another thing I do. I invest in currency too. I invest in foreign currency. So, I try to make my money work for me. But as far as jobs, you've heard about them. And then people call me all the time for network marketing because they know I've been in network marketing all my life basically. And they always call me about that. Why do you keep a job? You could make more on a side hustle. That's what I'm doing right now, bro. This is a side hustle right here. This is a side hustle, baby. But why do I keep a job? Because when I don't feel like hustling, I'm still making my money. See, I'm old now, kid. I'm an old guy now, bro. I've been through that. Let me just hustle all the time and make my money. Yeah, I've been through that. So that's a hard knock life sometimes. I was self-employed for the first 13 years I got out the Navy. So I've been there, done that, bro. I know what that life is like. That life gets hard sometimes. So yeah, I keep a job so I can be lazy. Great question. But that's why I do it. And plus, have y'all seen my job? Do y'all know what I do? I do the same thing I'm doing now. Plus, I get to drive around all day. So yeah, heck yeah. But this is side hustle. This is what side hustling looks like. It's a holiday. I'm off of work, which means I'm getting paid from work, and I'm hustling, which means I'm getting paid here. So this is me hustling, bro. This is my hustle. This is how I hustle. But doing this all the time, and I had to depend on my own self to I mean, I can do it and I've done it, but it's just a hard life, bro. It's too much stress. Far too much stress for me. Now, for other folks, hey, some folks just cut out for it. But for me, nah, not right now. Hustling is feast or famine. A job is steady income. Now, that is a fact. And I used to be the kind of person that would preach against a job. Not anymore. Get you a job, get you another job. Keep a job. 3 or 4 jobs. Heck to yeah. Yeah, buddy. I don't play that doggone not having a job thing. Matter of fact, the first, how many years was it when Jennifer was married? First probably 2 to 3 years we were married. Let me see, I've been on this job 6 years, so 6. Oh God, the first 4 to 5 years we were married. That was my life, hustle. And yeah, man, that doesn't play too well for my blood pressure. Yeah, that doesn't play well at all with my blood pressure. I like keeping my blood pressure level down. So, yeah, that's why I keep a job, brother. Very reason. So, there you have it. All right, we're going to go ahead and put these plates back on. Well, outlet covers. Covers. I keep saying plates. Just another proper term. You know, when you learn something one way, it's so hard to break that habit. Y'all do understand that, right? So where I agree with you, Kev H, if I hustled all the time, I could technically make more money. But when you hustle, God dog, the ceiling ain't been painted. Oh, yeah, I need to hit the edges. All right, we good. We good just to get up there and do the edges. Woo, glad I looked up. I had forgotten about those. I'm gonna get some more white paint too. So I'll do that real quick. I'll be right back. Y'all hang loose for a minute, can you? Oh, y'all can't see me. Dadgummit. I thought y'all could see me the whole time. Sorry about that. Oh shoot, cancel. I was about to doggone mess up somebody. I've been doing side hustles exclusively for 20 years. I'm gonna quit mine because I've been here 14 years. Yeah, everybody always wants to quit their job. I wouldn't quit it now though, bro. We in the middle of a pandemic. I don't know if you heard or not. But jobs kind of hard to find right now. Like 50 million people out of work. Don't do it, Kev H. That's another thing I gotta teach intruder. I gotta teach intruder how to put outlet covers back and switch covers. Because obviously he doesn't know. Because on the last job, I saw what he was doing. I was like, oh, nope. It's not how we do it. That's how a Rudy Poop does it. I call Rudy Poop translation is what's that word for non-professional? Amateur. That's how amateur does it. Okay, we put them back on professionally. And how you do it professionally? You do it where your screw is always lined up. All the screws are lined up the same way. Then you know that a professional did your work. I know, y'all. Everything has a reason. Everything has a purpose. And if you don't know that, guess what? You don't know that. Man. You don't know it. And guess what? You don't know what you don't know, right? And if you don't know, now you know. I gotta do some paint. You're almost out. Oh, God, I just touched the freaking wall. Damn it. Ah, shoot. There we go. Whew. That was rough. You're not going to do that. Yeah, Kev H, man, I just learned life will kick you while you down. Yeah, and you must never heard the story that I told about how when Jennifer and I had our very successful business when we first got together, and we lost everything and became homeless. You must not have been on that day I told that story. Another reason why I keep a damn job is my side hustle, or my hustle that was paying me really big, went totally away because the owner took all our money and ran. Everybody, myself and my whole team included. And we had a very successful vitamin company. Our last month we rolled out $60,000 worth of product. It's a lot. Let me see here. Yes, I want to build a city for homeless people. Can't do it working a job as the first owner business. Well, I really have a good investment. Give you some of those stocks I was telling you about, bro. Might be able to do it. Alright, I'm gonna go get some paint. I'll be right back. Intruder's moving so slow today, y'all. He must have paint these doors at all. Alright, so looks like we got this room. I'm going to put you guys down over here. Yeah, I did hear the story right here, but you're a very smart person, and I figured you would be able to make a ton more working for yourself, but I get it. But that's why I keep a job, brother. I keep a job because it's income. I don't discriminate against income. But I appreciate you thinking I'm that smart. But now, brother, I have a couple of businesses. As a matter of fact, I was just talking to Intruder yesterday about expanding. And that's why, that's why it's important for him to come along and really learn from me, because if he can pick it up quickly, then we can take on bigger jobs. And bigger jobs, more money, that means more deadlines. But you see, Intruder can't even get to work when he says he's gonna get to work. So it's kind of hard to expand with somebody who don't do what they say they're gonna do, right? So that's why I do what I do. I don't let anybody mess up my money. Because if he had shown up today, fine. If he didn't, then I'd be like, oh well, I just gotta kick it in. Instead of me working 3-4 hours a day, I probably would have put in a full 8 or 10 or 15 or whatever it would have taken. Because I'm making the buck of the money anyway. So it's all good in my hood. Yeah, I don't let anybody else dictate or control my finances. I just can't. I learned that. You can't allow that to happen. Once that happens, you're done. You are done. And we literally do not have enough white paint. The owner did not buy enough white paint to complete this job, which I had told the real estate agent to tell the owner I need more paint. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna paint what we paint, and whatever doesn't get painted, it doesn't get painted because we run out of paint. So I got about a cup of white. And I may have some white in the truck. I doubt it though, because I think all my paint is at the other house that I just finished. And I'm just gonna do touch-ups on white now. Oh, I don't know how we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna keep y'all on with me. I don't know how we're gonna do this. Some guys are intimidated by my strength. That's fine. I don't want to raise a man or a man alone. Hey, it's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being by yourself. That's shit. I'd rather be by myself than be with somebody who's a butthole or a fart knocker. That's not the right term. A butt muncher. I don't even know if that's the right. Anyway, jet means. Yeah, I'd rather be by myself than to be with a jackass any day.